I'm going to start my work today with crayons. When we draw with crayons, we can use our watercolor paint, and the watercolor paint will not spread past the line. The wax from the crayon keeps the watercolor paint where we want it. When I start drawing the house, I want to think about using my imagination and creating many details. I'll start with a rectangle for the main part of the house, and I want to leave some space between the bottom and the top of the paper. I'm going to continue to add details. And I don't want to color in if I have watercolor paint to use. I want to make sure that I draw doors and windows, and I want to draw carefully. I'm also going to add some other details like some bushes and even plants around the house. When I've finished drawing the house, then I can come back and add watercolor paint. And if you don't have watercolor paint, that's okay. You can finish your drawing with crayons, markers, or any other materials that you have. Using my watercolor paint, I want to make sure that I'm starting with my lightest colors first and finishing up with darker colors. That, again, remember, helps us to keep our paint clean, and it's good for us when we come back to it or the next person who uses the paint set. Every time I rinse out my brush, I want to touch down to my paper towel one time so that I don't get too much water in our watercolor paint. Remember, we never dig at our paint. We don't want to push our brush down very hard. We want to make sure that we're keeping the tip of our brush, these bristles or hairs, very, very nice and straight, and are gentle with our brush. So when I'm painting, I want to make sure that I'm working from my lightest colors to darkest colors. And you might have noticed where I had water in my brush and I just barely touched the blue, and I was able to get the nice pale blue colors in the windows. If you want to include yourself or your family, any pets, you are welcome to do that. You're the artist. And you are also welcome to draw any kind of house that you like. I hope you enjoy, and I look forward to seeing your work.